Well, out here we're space engineers, and we just did a blind jump and landed about 3K away from the pirate station. Oh, but we're making a run for it over to the Mars station, and hopefully we're going to survive this. First, we have to get started, so let's go. So, happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic week, or weekend, and are having a terrific week thus far. Like I said, we came out of jump, and yeah, a pirate salvage station right there. Thankfully, we were well outside of its range when we dropped out. The problem that we ran into, though, is that it is a salvage station, so I know they're going to send out salvage drones. For those who don't know what those are, they are these little droid flyer things that have grinders and chain guns on them. They will salvage you however they can. So, oh yeah, so it's been an interesting day thus far. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get over here to the Martian planet where we have this, getting the first person here for a second, where we have that station. I don't remember what the faction is for that one, because I don't think we actually have formally met them. Oh no, we have. Inventors. Okay, so these guys are going to be the, what are they called? Oh, ship dealers. They're going to be like ship and technology dealers. Did you guys send... I'm not seeing any drones coming out yet. I'm really wanting to go take a look at that little cluster over there. You know what? Let's do it. So one of the things that I wanted to do today, because we were talking about, you know, how things are going in the playthrough, and one of the things I wanted to do is I do want to get into a little bit of combat, but the problem that we have is that combat in this thing is not going to be, well, let's say advised. It's not really designed around that idea, and that's fine. It doesn't need to be. Let's turn off the dampeners here. We're mostly heading in the right direction. Just want to keep our eye on that salvage station, because if we stay around it too long inside of, I want to say probably inside of 20 kilometers, they will eventually start spitting drones out if they haven't sent them out yet. And the problem with the drones is you won't know that they're there until they're within like 5 kilometers or so. That's when they'll first pop up, and they'll only pop up like intermittently on your radar. All right. So we need to be paying attention to what's going on, because we're going to be heading that way. I do want to keep large stone objects between us and the base. I should probably bring this thing to a complete stop. But we're going to keep going with what we got. Alright, so what we're going to do is, because we've got a couple of minutes of flight time here before we make it over here. So what I'll do is I'm going to do a quick cut, and then I'll bring you back when we're basically in position for this, because, you know, we're waiting for the jump drive to recharge and everything anyway. And I'm thinking what we will do is we'll do that quick cut. I'll close over here, see if there's anything worth really looking. We'll bring it back. If anything happens between now and then, I'll bring it back a little faster. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do that quick cut, and we will be right back. And we're back. Alright, so we made it over to the asteroids. Hey, look. Little salvage drones. Remember what I was talking about? Let us get the hell out of here. See, I told you they were going to start sending them out. Oh. All right. How close did we get? Oh, that is on the other side of the planet. That's fine. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was talking about with the issue with the current ship, is that we just really don't have the ability to get into combat with it. And I'm thinking we're going to need to, even if it's just a small combat craft. Let's kill the dampeners so we'll be able to continue to just coast a little bit. And I'm thinking what we are going to do is we're going to try a little experiment. So our current antenna goes out to 1.5 kilometers, right? That'll take us out to 50 kilometers. And what I'm hoping to be able to do is have this basically use it as kind of like a detector. What do you guys? You guys can only up to 5,000. Okay. So since this will go out to 50K, once we get into basically planetary orbit, which is what we're going to work on here, I'm hoping to be able to find a spot where we'll be able to get a little closer. I don't remember, I want to say Mars's gravity well starts around 42K, 43K, something like that. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and turn dampeners off for right now. And we're going to get in a little bit closer to the planet. And let's turn off that so it's a little bit quieter. So it was kind of funny that the salvage drone showed up because we were getting ready to do our jump out. I was like, I had been sitting there for a while. I didn't realize I'd been sitting there quite that long. I'm going to clean up our GPS stuff here as well. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and delete that one. Should be everything else. And we have a bunch of these guys to visit as well. Actually, do I have factions? Okay, so we do have first settlers. And I have a question for y'all. I've been noticing things go, like, they'll show up. Like the faction we're heading to, we had them listed over here, and now we don't. And I'm wondering if that is some kind of, if that's a bug. Because it's not like I've been jumping in and out of, like, creative mode or anything like that. You know. I'm wondering if there's something, because, you know, I do have other saves that where I'm playing when I'm not recording, and I might be in, like, creative and over there, and I'm wondering if it's because I loaded in from that, if that showed up. But one of these factions should be the guys we're heading towards. So, but yeah, let me know if you guys have heard anything like that. I'm kind of curious to see what's going on with it, because I'm fairly certain that if you're in creative mode, all of the factions will show up. But like I said, you know, it's like, you say I'm not in creative mode. It's kind of weird. Oh well, anyway. It's Space Engineers. We'll leave it at that. Alright, so what I'm hoping to do is, now that we've boosted our signal, each of the bases... That was a Mayday signal, okay. But each of the bases, both on planet and in space, the orbital bases as planetary surface bases, will have beacons or region beacons with them. So when you get close enough to them, you know, the faction's beacon will show up. And that lets you know that there is something over there. So even if you don't see the base antenna, you'll see the beacon for it. So I'm wondering if we have enough, like an antenna with a large enough range, are we going to be able to pick up those beacons? Because if we can, I mean, if it works that way, that'll be awesome. Mainly because of the fact that what we'll be able to do at that point is to just keep our signal boost on as high as possible, and basically just orbit the planet and see if we can pick up any of the station beacons. So we're at 7. That's at 70K. So we should be getting ready to hit the gravity well, like the actual natural gravity, not just the envelope. It does annoy me that the envelope is out as far as it is. It would be nice that as long as you have, say, your jump drive set to only jump, it would, like, if you wanted to go to a station and you jumped from wherever you were to that station, it would stop at the envelope and it wouldn't do the whole, we can't jump there because of gravity. Well, okay, then shorten the jump. I mean, come on. You want to have safety cutouts on it? No, that's fine. And give us a chance for it to fail. How cool would that be? You might actually be able to jump into a planet. Alright. So Mayday is about 20K. Oh, it's just over 19K, but it will soon be 20K out, so we don't have to worry about it. I am worried about some of the pirates that have been spawning in, because we've been seeing more of them, which is fine because it means, we've got more going on, but at the same point, I would like to be able to get a little bit further along. Now, the nice thing is that we did have enough time to go do some trades before we started this lovely trek, so we're up to just shy of 36 million. I picked up some uranium. I don't know if it's still processing it or not. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it still is. So we did pick up some of that, which is nice because now we've got a lot of uranium. Even after doing the trades, I picked up, I don't know, almost a K. It was like 9 something, 800, 900 at one of the stations back on the alien world. So, yeah. That almost looks like debris. Are you debris or are you stone? You're stone. We should be getting close here to the actual gravity well. Hopefully. Kind of makes me want to build some drones to fire out, put large antennas on them. Or laser antennas on them so we can control them. Slowly but surely drifting our butts towards the planet. Alright. So this is basically what I've been doing a lot of in between the episodes. Getting ourselves from point A to point B. And we will probably, looks like, be heading back to the Earth-like planet's moon. I just saw a pirate at 11K out. That could be interesting. But yeah, so we've gotten, this pirate spawn rate has definitely gone up. I'm not sure why it has gone up so much, but hey, it makes the life a little bit more interesting, right? Oh, you know what? That looks like it might actually be. Let's see. Yep. That is debris. Interesting. Do we want to go that way? Because it obviously still has power. It's putting out a signal. As intermittent as it may be. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. No, we'll keep going. I want to get us parked mostly in, like right outside the envelope, like just like we did with the alien world. Mainly so that we have a little bit of hopefully protection, because the things that tend to spawn in space don't deal with atmosphere well. So what we want to do is basically get ourselves in position where we're close to the atmosphere, so if we have to run, we can dip into the atmosphere and hopefully lose them. Now, we will be adding, we've talked about this earlier in the series, we're talking about upping the difficulty of the game. And so what I'm thinking is that we are going to go ahead and add one of the AI mods. So we'll be adding, I'm kind of hesitant to say it, but I'm thinking we're going to add the Reavers. Because they are tenacious. And that's one of the other reasons why I want to make sure we have at least a little bit more of a defense capability. Because right now what we have is good for asteroids, well, for meteors, I should say, and small drones. It won't take... Whoa, we are in the planet. Let's bring ourselves... So yeah, it looks like it's about 40k to hit Atmo. Which is fine. I don't mind that at all. But we do want to get ourselves out of the atmosphere. We do not want to be any lower than we need to be. Let's see if that's enough to get us back out of the atmosphere, or if we're going to need to burn a little bit more fuel. I'd really rather not burn the fuel if I don't need to. Speed's not dropping too significantly. And the station is only 45k down, so hopefully at around 4k this will we'll break out of atmosphere again. Like I said, it should be somewhere between 41 and 42k to get us out of the, to keep us out of atmosphere. It's going to change a little bit depending on what actually is under us at that point in time, but you know. Hey, there we go, we're out of atmosphere. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip this beast. See if that helps slow us down here a little bit. And what I want to do is I'm going to point us... I'm going to point the front end of this beast towards that station, because I think that is one of the lunar stations, like one of the actual lunar stations. So that way, if we have to run quickly, we'll be able to. Alright, so let's... Man, door's going crazy today. Alright. Jump in our little shuttle. Alright, we are going to... Oh crap, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn off the hydrogen thrusters. We don't care about the ion thrusters being on, but we don't want the... you know, it's just going to be faster to do it this way. I don't have to go looking. There we go. Because see, I can just go boop. Ions or hydrogens are turned off. Yeah, it's been one of those days. I'm telling you, it's been a long day. Alright. Pirate is Still debris floating around out there. That's good. Yeah. Hydrogens are off. Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock this. We're going to turn that to auto. Why are you not? Ah, because of the hydrogen. Yeah. I'm stupid. Alright.
No fuel.
That's you. Alright. Make sure we're away from the ship. Yes, we are. Okay.
No fuel.
So what happened? Oh, there it is. There we go. Perfect.
No fuel.
Yeah, hush. It's doing that because I have a reactor on board and the reactor is turned off, so... For those who don't know why you get that error sometimes. Are you really going to make me turn my reactor back on? You're going to make me turn that reactor on, aren't you? Alright. So we are going...
Fuel.
We're going to keep burning our way down to the planet. I think what we will do is you've seen me traveling quite enough. I am going to do...
No fuel.
I think we'll do a quick cut. That way I can get down to the planet. We know that this thing can fly on the alien world, so flying on Mars is not a problem. What will be interesting... Oh crap, I didn't set a waypoint.
No fuel.
We'll set one there, and that should be close enough to get us... of course, that ship is broadcasting, so I'm not... I wonder why you can't see it from here. Do I not have my antenna turned on? Oh, antenna's off. Let's turn antenna on. Hey, look. I don't see my antenna. Oh, I think I have the antenna set so it's not broadcasting. Oh, crap. Alright. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, so I'm throwing myself at the planet at a high rate of speed. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to do a quick cut. I'll bring it back when we get to the station. Alright. We'll be right back. And we're back. So we are on final approach. Did overshoot it a little bit. What's funny is I have now spent more fuel in this portion, like just leveling off and getting under control, than I spent on the entire rest of the trip down here. So cruise control is a thing. It works. Use it. Alright, so let's get us into here. Swing the ship around so we can hopefully get ourselves in a position where we can safely land. Of course, knowing me, that means we're probably going to have something blow up. Nope. Okay. We seem to... Well, I don't want to say it until we're actually on deck. Once we're on deck, then I'll say it. Hey, look at you. Okay. We seem to be okay. Hopefully our ship is okay as well. Didn't have any pirates spawning. We just saw the Mayday signals. But that doesn't mean the ship will be there when we get back, and we're going to have to go looking for it. So that's going to be probably my next big adventure. Let's see what you guys have. There you go. We've got vehicles. Anything good? Nothing. Nothing substantially significant that I would actually want. I mean, there could be. Because what I was wondering was maybe something like this as our fighter craft. What we may need to do is we may need to hit one of the orbital stations. I'm thinking that's probably what we're going to need to do. Alright, so while we are here, you are going to be our surface, and you're a ship dealer. Okay. Well, that was convenient. All right. Let's hit you guys. Anybody on Mars is the question. 131, 134K. All right. Which one was that? It's the IGTC. Okay, so we're looking for the one that's 97. It's not going to be you. It's going to be that one. Yep. Okay. Because I want to see. Ow. I want to see what these guys are. I don't think we have them. You are IGTC. I don't think we have those in our faction, right? Oh no, we do. Okay. Tools and gases. That's actually good. I think that's who we were buying our hydrogen from for a while, right? Ores and gas. Fuel. So yeah. Alright. I'm thinking we're going to have to hit the orbital station for a good combat vessel. At least oh, you know what? I wanted to check. Let's see if they have hydrogen first before I forget. I didn't even think to check. I was so wrapped up in where I was going. Do you have? No, you don't. Oh well, it was worth a try. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we are going to I guess we have to go get the big ship back. Go get ourselves a relocate it.
Meteor storm inbound.
Because that looks like it's going to be on the moon. Am I reading that wrong? Nope, that's... If it's not on the moon, it's an orbital station. And it looks like it is actually an orbital station. Alright, so let's get ourselves out of here. Oh, I don't really want to do another cut, but we're going to be doing a lot of traveling. Actually, is there any ice nearby? Man, there is nothing out here. This is desolate. Alright, let me get back to the ship. This one, I think we may go with a shorter episode today. Yeah, because that's going to be a bit of travel time, so let me get back to the ship, and we'll see if we can get up there using the jump drives. So we'll go ahead and do one more quick cut. Well, quick cut for you guys. It's going to be about an hour of work for me. To get back to this ship, get docked up, and we'll head over to that way, and we'll see what they've got to offer, because hopefully they have something useful. Alright, so let's do a quick cut, and we will be right back. And we're back. So just to give you an idea just how far off course we drifted on the way up. Oh, I think that's the ship in front of us. I really hope that's the ship. Yeah, that's the ship. Okay. Yes, it was rather nerve-wracking because I'm sitting there going, oh god, I'm lost in space. And there's a pirate coming in behind us. So we need to get on board that thing as quickly as possible. All right, let's see how quick. Let's see how fast we can do this. Hopefully it's fast enough. Because I didn't like the fact that that pirate was, what, like 13K out? So if he's traveling at any significant speed, we're in trouble. 16K. Alright. So hopefully he... oh, before I forget. Turn the antenna off. So for those who don't know, the AI tend to track your antennas. So you'll see people that turn them off all the time. That's one of the reasons why I generally don't use antennas on my ships. It is something that we're going to have to deal with, especially with what's it called? Like the readers. If we put any of the AI systems in. We want you there. We want that. We want those turned off, and you are going to recharge. All right. And we are going to get the hell out of Dodge. He is closing in a little bit. Actually, no, that's oh, I think that's the disabled pirate. Alright, so we want the IDMA, so I'm going to change that GPS really quick. We're going to change this to jump here. That way I can find it a little bit easier in the control panel. And we know that the system is recharged. By the way, Keen, if you're watching this, can you do me a favor? Can you make this searchable? You know, or at least sort it so that we can find things a little bit easier. So we're looking for the one that says jump here. Where did surface? IDMA. Alright. Okay, so am I just not seeing it? You know what it might be? It might be that I changed it while I was here. There we go. Alright, well if you're not going to let me do that. Alright, so It's a good thing that we're not actually being chased right now. Yeah, so we're going to remove that. How far out was it? 1964? Okay. So we are going to go, say 19 something. Sure, that should be close enough. I really hope everything's attached. Find out shortly. Huh? Are you an orbital? Is the question. No, you are a lunar. Wait a minute. Is that Earth? Did we just... No. Earth is that close, really? Huh. Alright. Learn something new every day. Now, we know this thing will actually fly in lunar, so we're not too worried about that. Because, you know, we have a station over here on the moon. It's kind of funny how we've basically gone full circle. Oh, you are... We still haven't gone to the IGTC one. I don't know if I'm heading back there anytime in the near future, but it's fine. Alright, so if you're planetary... Oh, crap. Because it's only 40k out, that tells me that that one's going to be... It will be a lunar surface one. And I'm wondering if it's one that we ended up with a duplicate of... Oh, look. Space pirate. Tell you what. We'll, still roll here. We're gonna go here, go here. That is a full-on pirate base. Look at that. That is a pirate asteroid. Which means we're probably going to have some trouble coming in from there shortly. I know it'd be nice if I had something that gave us a little bit more zoom, right? Mining outpost. Dude. See, that's the kind of thing I'm going to go looking for. And in order to do so, we're going to need combat vehicles. And we don't have combat vehicles yet. Well, we do, but we don't. In fact, I want... what was it? Earth, Moon, we want... you, I think. Components and ingots. What do you sell? Your ship dealer. Your ships and vehicles. Alright, so you are orbital and you are closer. A little bit at least. Be close enough. Close enough for government work. But yeah, we're definitely going to need something that's more combat capable than what we have. Now, it would be interesting if we could actually sell ships. I talked about this before. One of the things that I'd like to see is some way of taking the ship that we have and being able to sell it to a vendor. But I'm not sure how you would do that. I mean, I guess you could have it do something like maybe from the information screen you generate a deed of some kind, like some kind of inventory item. Oh, that would actually be a good use for the extra data pads that are just kind of chalking up everybody's inventory. Have a button on there that says make current ship, like you have to be in the inventory or something like that. I don't know. Something that you'd have to do where you'd have an in-game item that you could take and sell. And if you sold it, it would despawn it from the game. You know, or when you generate it, it despawns the ship. And then you have the option of either... no, because that'd be really exploitable. Because what you could do is if they had an item that did this, you're basically making your ships portable. Which would be kind of interesting, you know, for fleet combat. Go someplace remote, find somebody's... Like if somebody has a remote base out there, you just take 15 ships that have the AI mod on them. So that you can auto-fly them. It's like, instant fleet. Where'd you come from? Alright, so I think we are going to go ahead and call this one here because we're basically heading back to where we've been before. I'm going to go see if we can find a combat craft. So if we don't get a combat craft, let me know down in the comments section. If we can't find combat craft, do you want me to build one from scratch, or do you want me to keep traveling around until I find one to buy? Alright, we'll take a vote. I'll probably throw it up on Twitter as well. That way everybody has a chance to contribute on whether or not they think that which way we should go with it. Alright, so I'm going to get out of here. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. I want to thank you for stopping in, hanging out with me today. I know it was kind of scattered. We didn't get a whole lot done other than going from point A to point B a lot. Turn that off so we can actually hear each other. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them down in the section below. If you're new to the channel, enjoyed what you saw, and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like button. Not only do the likes and subscriptions, and even the comments really do help the channel. Let me know that you're enjoying the content. But it's, you know, it's nice to participate. And this is a group activity. So... Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of the week, and we'll see you back here Wednesday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Now, the question is am I going to be able to dock this thing at the station without destroying everything? That's the question.